the Scarborough Sharks and FutScarbs FC, the first ever Scarborough derby of the Supa-Liga. FutScarbs shooting from left to right in the sky blue. Scarborough Sharks from right to left in the royal blue. And starting lineups for both sides. The number 8, Flynn Nolan, lines up alongside the number 9, Matt Ustazen, the number 15, Spiro Nenadic, and the number 6, Brandon Ustazen. Chika Hingragia in between the sticks. And for FutScarbs, it's the number 9, Wagner Araujo, the number 5, Andre Duna, the number 6, Leonardo Ferreira, and the number 7, Fernando Resende, with Bruno Bissan in between the sticks. As we're off to a quick start, Nenadic down the line, Ustazen, back to Nenadic. Matt Ustazen plays in Brandon, and now Nolan. Matt Ustazen, Nolan, down the line to Spiro Nenadic. It's got 2 to beat, and he's done so, but couldn't get past the third and fire off a shot. Now Matt Ustazen, ball over the top looking for Brandon, and it looks like it took a deflection on the way. And Scarborough Sharks will have a corner. First opportunity for them to work the keeper from this side. Matt Ustazen looking like he'll be the one to take it. And here plays Brandon Ustazen. That one called back by the ref. Perhaps not 5 meters back. Is it left for Nenadic? And that was a venomous effort from Spiro Nenadic. Looks like it took a touch on the way through. The Sharks will get another bite of the cherry. It's Nolan. Ustazen back to Nolan. And looking for Nenadic, but now Duna, Ferreira, Resende, and Duna once again. And here is what Nenadic to beat, but the Sharks defend well. Resende, Duna, Fernando Resende again. A couple of step overs, and he's found Araujo down the byline. But Nolan does enough, forces a corner. Resende back to Araujo. And Resende one-on-one with Nenadic. Step over and takes, but Nenadic isn't falling for it. And Nolan, toe poke, saved by Bissan. Now FutScarbs are on the attack. Ferreira, Duna, Resende, and Duna once again. Araujo, Resende, Ferreira, Araujo back to Duna, who plays Resende, and now Araujo under pressure, cleaned up by Ferreira, and now FutScarbs come forward. Duna, can he cut inside? Looks to turn back the other way, but the reverse ball from Nolan's a good one. He stays in, can't beat his opposite, number 6. There's a couple of substitutes for FutScarbs. Lucas Xavier, and the ball through, but nothing doing. And that throw from Hingraja intercepted. Very nicely done by Nenadic. And the number 15 gets it back. Ustazen. Matt Ustazen. Back to Brandon. And down the line. And Nenadic, a good use of the body, but he runs out of room. And a long throw from Bissan, direct to target. Xavier, Resende under pressure, Araujo over the top. but to no avail as Josh Chevelle, the number 10, comes on. He's been in hot form this season. However, they're without the FutScarbs are without Brian Quieras, usually one of their better goal scorers. He must have picked up an injury. Has good feet. Barazende and still going. Nolan Nenadic. The Sharks just slowing the tempo down. FutScarbs happy to sit half court, and that ball through, majestic! And Chevelle with the little back heel that comes off the post, and what a way to open the scoring that would be. And Chevelle, that ball played into him too hard, couldn't get it under control. And Halil Neto on, the big number 10 for FutScarbs, Xavier. Neto. And that ball forward intercepted by Nenadic, who uses great strength to win it back. However, he gets double teamed by a couple of FutScarbs defenders. And now Wagner Araujo, tricky feet going forward, a force back, and Xavier's ball through. Looking for Neto, but the big number 20 can't get his touch right. He stays in. Chevelle. And the ball through, that's a great ball! And what a goal that is! Flynn Nolan. A bit of amazing link-up play with Nolan and Josh Chevelle. And we'll see if we caught it. We did. And you can see that Chevelle gives Nolan the eyes, and that diagonal ball perfectly weighted. And a touch of class from Flynn Nolan, who adds to his tally for the season. And checks to the bench. Along with Nenadic, Rolota and Jaja come on now. Jaja, the big target, he's been in hot scoring form. Scored in each of his last 2 games, and similar goals at that. If they get the ball into his feet, he's very dangerous. He's strong and he can turn his defender more often than not. As Neto, he goes down holding his face, but the ref ain't buying it. And Chevelle, he stays in. Rolota. Chevelle. Jaja. Chevelle back to Rolota, the lawyer. Chevelle, he stays in. And the ball over the top. And Chevelle, Rolota was there but couldn't get the finishing touch. And he stays in, takes his first fella, and the rest of the match. Amir Fedibegovic on now. And Fedibegovic, Chevelle. And down the line for Fedibegovic, who's bounced back Josh Chevelle. And Jaja, Fedibegovic. Chevelle, gotta be careful, he's under pressure. And looking for Fedibegovic, but one back by Neto. And the ball over the top. Ingrasha almost made a meal of it. Xavier came crashing in, but he did enough to gather it on the second attempt. And Chevelle. Fedibegovic. Rolota. Through to Chevelle, whose first time ball over the top is a loose one. And Barros, the captain, on now for FutScarbs. And last week's results, the Sharks coming off a 2-1 win against the Condors. Nenadic scoring the winner. FutScarbs, a hard-fought 2-2 draw against Phoenix as Josh Trevel's shot just flushes wide. And Barros looks to turn and unleashes Neto with a well-timed ball. And that ball's a loose one. Cha-Cha with Neto to beat. Armani. And no foul given. Barros is on the attack. Looks to cut inside. And Armani on the follow-up. Save by Hingraja. Now FutScarbs with an opportunity. Lucas Xavier lines up the shot, but that one always rising. Chevelle in the middle to Cha-Cha. And was he fouled? A referee says yes. And now a real chance to work something for the Sharks, who have been efficient from set pieces in similar locations on the pitch. And the man they want starting over it, in my opinion, is Josh Chevelle. It's like he's walking up to the ball with Cha-Cha. And makes the run forward. Cha-Cha holds his run. Fedipekovic. And he tests Bisson. And he's got it back. Fedipekovic squares the ball. And Cha-Cha puts it behind. The Sharks are playing awfully well. And can they get back-to-back victories? They'll be unbeaten in 3. There's Armani. And the ball through. Armani on a tight angle. And Fedipekovic clipped him on the way through. And now the chance lies with FutScarbs to work something. Fernando Rosende back on. Duna over it. And that ball saved by Hingraja after taking a late deflection. And Fedipekovic, the culprit, giving away that foul. And now FutScarbs on the attack. Rosende down the byline. But Hingraja has done well again and he's made the save. Chevelle in a tussle. And Barros. Rosende, he fires his shot forward, but it's deflected behind. And that shot there blocked. But the ball's fallen loose. It'll go the way of FutScarbs again. And Duna. Barros under pressure by Nenadic. And Duna shields it behind. Duna looking for Barros, but Cha-Cha stands strong and gets the foot in. And a lot of one-on-one with Rosende. The lawyer gets the foot in, but to no avail as Duna one-on-one with Nenadic. But he defends well. And now Chevelle. Quick feet. Cha-Cha. Chevelle. Nenadic in the middle. Cha-Cha. Back to Nenadic. He goes back out to Chevelle. And Nenadic. And he fires on the left. That one high of the upright. Is Barros and Neto check to the bench for Ferreira and Araujo. Ferreira. Araujo. Rosende. Duna. Rosende over the top for Duna. And very nearly. That one flashing past the far post. Sharks getting away with one there as Brandon, who stays in on now, the captain. Flynn Nolan on as well. The goal scorer. And Chevelle, the man who created that piece of magic on the ball, who stays in. Nenadic, probably the strongest forward now for the Sharks. If they're going to get a goal, this will be the team to do it. It's Nenadic down the line. Chevelle, Nolan, and that's cleared behind by Ferreira. 5 minutes left, 1-0. The score stands still with the Sharks. Nenadic, and his ball back. Chevelle. That one taking a deflection. And FutScarbs getting numbers forward. The Sharks transition quickly. Araujo, Resende, Lucas Xavier. Across court, Araujo again. The ball through to Xavier. And here he gets the shot off, but it's a straight effort by the number 12. Not going to be troubling Hingraja with an effort like that. As Hingraja, Chevelle, Nenadic, who stays in. Back to Nenadic. Chevelle. Nenadic again. He stays in. The Sharks moving the ball nicely, but that is a loose pass. And now FutScarbs have a chance on the counter-attack. Resende, Ferreira, Araujo. Nolan does well. And Nenadic does better. Ball through looking for Nolan. Bissan to Xavier. Ferreira. Araujo, but put into touch by Chevelle. And that shot there from Halil Neto, not far off. Hingraja to Ustaisen. Matt Ustaisen back on the court now. Ustaisen, Nenadic. And the ball through. Nolan's lost out. Matt Ustaisen's won it back. Brandon Ustaisen in the middle. And a shot by Nolan. That's behind for a corner. And that ball to the back post. But now shots for FutScarbs. Araujo cuts it back, but Ustaisen does well. He's forced back to brother Brandon. Nolan. Matt Ustaisen. Nenadic. Oh, what a goal! Spiro Nenadic with the curling effort into the corner. That was a cracker. And the Sharks double their lead. We'll check this one out again. A goal of the week contender. You can see Spiro Nenadic getting the ball, taking a touch inside. And a bit of a knuckleball. No chance for Bissan. He's happy with that one. Nenadic checks off to the bench for a rest. But he's been in red hot form. And now chance for the FutScarbs to respond. Was that outside the D? Referee says no. Neto forward. Holds it for Araujo. In the middle, looking for Xavier. The Sharks playing very well. They'll be pleased going into the half. 2-0 to the good. Unless FutScarbs can respond in this final minute. Who stays in it? Chevelle finds Nolan. He's 1-on-1. Looks to cut inside, but Ferreira does enough. He stays in. Chevelle. And the ball looking for Matt, who stays in. But Bissan got a touch. And now Ferreira. Defended well by Brandon, who stays in. And the Sharks will just slow it down. That's all they need to do. They've got the goals. And now they'll just be looking to see out this half with a clean sheet, unless they may push for one more. Araujo. Halil Neto's on the overlap. Uses him. Neto, toe poke. And that one's off the outside of the post. And Gracia may have got a touch. And will we see the number 7, Gregory Simmons? Oh wow, that's a good save from Gracia again. Will we see the number 7, Gregory Simmons, come on at halftime? They've been rotating with Middleton in previous matches, and it'll be good to see the stalwart keeper get a run in the top flight for the first time since his injury. And with just 2 seconds left on the clock for this half, no chance for FutScarbs to work anything unless the final whistle goes. We'll just have a look at, we'll actually skip to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. And with the score out to 2-0, the Sharks are just finishing up their halftime team talk, and we'll get ready to take court in the second half. Chacha, Nenadic, Chevelle, and Rolota, Duna, Neto, Armani, and Ferreira. As we see, a keeper change for FutScarbs, but not for Sharks. Ferreira, Armani, Duna in the middle, and back out. Neto, Ferreira. And Duna's ball through, but collected easily by Gracia. And Chevelle bringing this one forward and playing Chacha. Rolota, chance to go one-on-one. Loves for Nenadic. His pass is smothered, but gets it out on the second attempt. Nenadic has got space to turn. Chevelle. And that ball looking for the head of Rolota, but hit too high. Armani. That ball to Duna, a loose one, not on the same wavelength there as the number 5. And Ray Duna, originally a German family, migrating to Brazil. And has the extreme talent of both nationalities. As we see him on the ball now, he can't get that one quite under control. Spiro Nenadic, the native Serbian, former captain of Dianello White Eagles, before he gave up the outdoor game to focus on futsal full time, and that ball on his left foot getting intercepted. Rolera. Nenadic, it's been given away, and Ferreira, a chance for Armani, cuts inside, but Ingrash is equal to it and is still alive. And I think the call will go the way of the Sharks. Armani kicking that one while he was on the ground, obstructing the keeper. Ingrasha, Nenadic, and that ball through for Chevelle, who takes Ferreira down the byline, and looking for Roletta at the back post. Ferreira, Duna, Neto, back to Duna, and FutScarbs will be looking at a half their deficit. Duna, Armani gets the shot away, but blocked by Roletta. Armani again. Ball out to Ferreira, and the return ball. Roletta defends well. FutScarbs have a corner. Duna checking off for Lucas Saviour. And just taking too long to dispose of the ball off the line was Armani. The Sharks will regain possession as Nolan Anu stays in. The two big guns come on for the Sharks.
It's off the line.
And protest from the FutScarbs players. They're not happy. They think the Sharks took too long to take the kick in. There might be a point there, but the referee lets it go. And Ustason! That's a cracking finish from Brandon Ustason. One touch futsal at its finest. And we'll see if we caught that one back. And you can see it was Ustason who started the play. Javel played Ustason, who went back down the line to Nolan, and that ball on the turn, you've got to appreciate it. Ustason with the first time finish past Pessoa, and now Sharks are out to a 3-goal lead. That's a poor pass by Ferreira. Pessoa is under pressure. He puts that one into touch. The Sharks are playing extremely well. Clinicality is something they've been criticised of recent seasons, but not today. They're taking full advantage of every opportunity that's come their way. And they might have another one again. This time, Pessoa makes the save. Xavier, Ferreira, Neto, back out for Xavier. Resende beats Federbegovic, and the 1-2 forced to Xavier. Resende, but Federbegovic keeps his legs shut and puts that one out for a corner. That one blocked. They'll get another corner. The FutScarbs. And that ball in the middle blocked. Xavier. Barros. A good turn from Xavier. And FutScarbs have a corner. Ball over the top. But rolls under the foot of Fernando Resende. Nenadic. Nolan across to Nenadic. He stays in. Bedebegovic, the Bosnian. And Nolan once again. Nenadic. Sharks are happy to keep possession. But now they go for something a little bit more direct. He stays and made the run. Nolan didn't pick him out. Bedebegovic. Nenadic. He stays in. Across to Bedebegovic, who goes back to Nenadic. And over the top! What a goal that would have been, Nenadic, with the lofted ball to the back post. He stays in. Couldn't quite direct his shot on target. Nenadic defends well. He's everywhere today. Spiro Nenadic could have back-to-back man of the matches very easily. And Nolan, who stays in, to his brother Brandon, who stays in. Nolan down the line, who stays in with the return ball. And Nolan on the turn. Can't beat Bissan. Pizarro rather. And that ball in shooting range for Nenadic. And he is hungry for another one. But the FutScarbs call a timeout. And we'll be back in just a moment. Do not go anywhere. And Daniel Barros, Xavier Rosende, Xavier again, and Daniel Barros, that pass forcing the veteran back, and the Sharks get the call. Nolan, Chevelle, Nolan looks over the top. Araujo, 1v1, and gets beyond Nolan down the byline, but can't keep it in. Kingrasha, a long throw for Chevelle, who's unmarked. Chevelle, cleared off the line. And that would have been a magnificent goal from Josh Chevelle. He's got that touch of class that others don't. That extra quality in the final third. And here he is again. But now FutScarbs are on the counter-attack. A couple of step-overs from Xavier. Araujo, a couple more, and Xavier. He puts his effort wide of the upright. And that one headed behind by Xavier. Chevelle, who stays in. Nolan, Chevelle. And that one a loose touch from. And now he stays in to his brother Brandon. He finds Nolan and makes the supporting run. And he looked for the return ball there, Nolan, but couldn't quite pick out the run of the captain. And defended well by Rosende. 10 minutes left to go. 3-0 to the Scarborough Sharks. Nolan in the middle, who stays in. Back out to Nolan. Down the line, Still Chevelle. And Chevelle, he gets his shot off. Plays it back out to Nolan. Chevelle with the fancy footwork. His kick smothered. Barros. Xavier. Araujo. One off him by Matu Stason. He's driving down the court. He's got Chevelle at the back post. Stason still hung on to it. Resets with Brandon. And Nolan, he fights from range, but blocked on the way through by Araujo. And it's a timeout by FutScarbs. In fact, no, it's not. A couple whistles, but I'm not sure why. He stays in. That one looking for the top corner, but palmed away by Pizzoa. And Cha-Cha leaves it for Stason. He's 1-on-1. Matu Stason looking for the return ball, but it's cut out. And now a chance for FutScarbs on the counter. Ferreira's in behind, but that's a big save from Hingrasha, who's refusing to be beaten today. And Neto, Hingrasha again, spills it, but gathers on the second attempt. And big boy Nenadic back on now. The stalwart for the Sharks. And Cha-Cha can't grab a hold of the ball. Neto. Ball forward to no one. And Hingrasha will play through Nenadic. His ball forward to Cha-Cha, it's a good one. He's got Neto to beat. And somehow Cha-Cha still. He was sandwiched in between two players there, Berat Cha-Cha. The Sharks will have a chance to work something. Who stays in? What can he muster? The likes of Josh Chevelle and Cha-Cha standing over this one. Chevelle runs over at Cha-Cha, finds Chevelle, back post. But now a chance for FutScarbs, and it's a 2-on-1 for Ferreira. But Nenadic, he refuses to be beaten. And Hingrasha collects. And Nenadic. Cha-Cha giving away. Duna can't find a way through. He'll pick up the foul as Rolota on now. And Neto lighting up this one for FutScarbs. Can they ruin the Scarborough Sharks clean sheet? Straight to Hingrasha, who caught that one crisply. And here goes long. Cha-Cha with the flick on, looking for a Rolota. Duna. Ferreira. Neto. Ferreira again. The ball through. Looking for the run in Neto, but nothing doing. And Cha-Cha. Nice feet from the lawyer, who makes the forward run. And the number 12 there, the lawyer got him behind. Ferreira driving forward, linking up with Araujo nicely. And Duna, Araujo now, 1-on-1 with Nenadic, who hasn't been beaten all day. Duna. Hingrasha picks it up. And he drops it off at the feet of Nenadic. Cha-Cha. Rolota. Calms it down. Chevelle. The Sharks drawing out FutScarbs, and now they go forward. But Pizzoa collects. Pizzoa long. Neto with the flick on, but Chevelle's everywhere on the court. Picks that one up. Nenadic. And that ball forward. The lawyer's in behind. Can he finish? Misses at the near post. Mateo Rolota. But you got to appreciate the ball from Nenadic. Caught everybody off guard. The eye of a pass, some would compare to that of Andrea Pirlo. As Ferreira, Neto, Armani, ball given away, and the Sharks will get it back. 4.5 minutes to see the game out. And they're really in the hot seat at the moment, just controlling the possession. As I say that one given away cheaply. Rosendo on now. Ferreira. Ulota wins it back. Araujo. Armani into the corner. And back out. Araujo. Armani showing in the middle. Rosendo. And a loose ball there from Fernando Rosendo. Ulota off. Amir Fedibegovic. The big Bosnian on now. Jaja had that one pelted at his torso. And Fedibegovic applying the pressure. Ferreira. Armani a toe poke. But again, Hingraja, another save. He's been very good today in Graja, unbeatable quite literally. And Jaja gives it away, Rosende, but Jaja makes up for it with a good tackle. And now the calm, cool head of Nenadic, just slow the game down. Fedibegovic beat Armani down the line, but just couldn't quite keep it in. Rosende. Ferreira, one-on-one with Fedibegovic. Araujo, and a loose pass. Rosende can't get there. And Berat Chacha off. Flynn Nolan on. Nenadic. A loose touch from Fedibegovic. Araujo can shoot, but again Hingraja. Another save. And it's not for the want of trying that FutScarbs rather haven't scored today. They've had the opportunities. Hingraja's essentially been unbeatable. And that ball through, looking for a Zende, but hit too heavy. And the long ball flicked on by Fedibegovic, looking for that run of Nolan at the back post. Number 8 was too late getting there. As Xavier, Rosende, ball over the top, looking for Xavier, but it's a loose one. Chevelle. Nolan. Blocked by Xavier. Fedibegovic. Hingraja. Good ball out, but Xavier's gotten in front. However, it's blocked by Fedibegovic and behind for a corner. Rosende. A save from Hingraja. And that ball over the top. Nenadic, nothing doing. And Chevelle, just under a minute left now. Still Chevelle. He fires his shot off. Looks like it took a touch on the way through. Now Sharks with another opportunity. He stays on for the final 54 seconds of the match. Nolan! That one struck with venom, but high the bar. In fact, it looks like it did take a touch. Now another bite of the cherry for Flynn Nolan, perhaps. He skips him and finds who stays in. Chevelle, Nenadic, Nolan, can't beat Ferreira, Xavier Ferreira, can FutScarbs put one past the unbreakable Sharks defense, and they've got numbers crossing the ball up high now, the Sharks. Pessoa's ball over the top, and Xavier blocked by Ustazen and behind for a corner. The Sharks get back in numbers. Ferreira with a chance, but scuffs his effort. And Narazende gets beyond Nenadic. The Sharks with a real opportunity. And Nolan's final ball was poor. And now FutScarbs, can they get one up the other end? 8 seconds left. Will we see one last goal? Rosende gets a shot off and it's wide, and with 1 second left, the final whistle goes. Final score at 3-0 to the Scarborough Sharks. Nenadic stays in, and Nolan, the 3 goal scorers, who stays in. Sorry, Chevelle, Nolan, and Matthew, who stays in with the assist. We'll just run through some post-match statistics. And the Sharks with the higher amount of attempted passes, 302 to 255, and the higher amount of completed passes, 241 to 193. 80% passing percentage for the Sharks, 76% for FutScarbs, 55% possession for Sharks, 44 to 45% for FutScarbs, 19 shots, 14 on target, 3 goals for Sharks, 25 shots, 18 on target, and no goals for FutScarbs. So very unlucky, but it shows how well Ingraja did play. That's our final live stream game for the night. We'll be back with all the action from 3:15 tomorrow.